morning, all my crafty friends. Nana K here with NanaKDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook. We are going to try to wrap up Teal Tranquility Altered Book. We're going to try to wrap up the series Altered Book from start to finish. I have gone in and where the pages had a folded page like this, where we're going to do a pocket page, but it had a plain page on the back that didn't have anything to do with it except put on a piece of the kit papers. I've gone ahead and got those done because you know how to glue kit papers to a solid piece of paper. That wasn't something that we need to continually repeat on videos and take up video time. We need to be learning new stuff each video so that we can adjust and apply these things. We are to the point now, we've got this one here, and I'm not going to do this one on video because one of the last two videos I did this double pocket here where the pocket pulled out here and you had an angle pocket here. So that's already in one of the series. I think we're at 12. This will be 13 and 14 that we're getting ready to do before we do our cover page and our final flip through. But this one I haven't done. It was a double slip pocket here. So we're going to work on that one today. And what I've chose for my background is two different patterns. I'm going to do the gingham check and the polka dot on this one. We are still using the Teal Tranquility designer journal kit. That we are using. So from Nana K Design. So look up the Teal Tranquility if you like the kit and follow along. We are going to be doing Magenta Tranquility next, but I think we're going to do actually a designer journal next. I'm not going to make a promise. I think that's what I'm going to do next. All right, here I am going to I already have measured this one. I've measured this one to what I need to cut. And I really need to get my one more side done, which would be this angle here for my length. And let's get this one cut and see if we can go ahead and get these backgrounds glued. Simple pockets, guys. This one really should go simply because it is not a hard design. It is just really basic. No fancy twists, turns, curves, anything like that. It's just basic, straight pockets here. One going this way, one going this way. Using two pages, but one's going in this way and one's going this way. If you want to know how to cut that or design that for the layout, you need to go to video 1 or video 2. Where we actually went in and designed the pages on the book, pre-designed them, and I think it might be number 2. I don't remember, 1 or 2. Look at those two videos, and you can figure out how we made all these folds to get these different shaped pockets. Is in this video. That's why we called this Altered Book Start to Finish, because we tried to do everything, every step that we did. We tried to actually do a video on it. At least one video for something, all right? So I don't want, you know what? Yeah, I don't want that edge to be sticking out. So we're going to make sure it's lined up and simple enough. It's done to what we need to do. We're just going to glue the back. I'm still using the Yoo-Hoo glue. I'm still, at this point, very happy with it. Matter of fact, I've had to order more because I've used it so frequently now. I really like it doing these books. It just makes the speed of the job so much better. And it does wet my paper more than I like, but it's probably because I'm being so heavy-handed. I probably don't have to do this heavy-handed with it. But, you know, when you're making a book for somebody else, you really want it strong. So that is my basic goal here. Okay, line it up I always line it up in one corner and try to go across the top or the bottom to set it. And you do not have to make it this long, guys. You could cut it off right about there because the pocket's going to cover most of it anyway. But I'm going ahead and line in mine for a little extra strength because this one's going to be flipping back and forth a lot, probably. Trying to make it we don't have any white showing between the two because we want a good straight line there. Okay. I'm just going to press it down a little bit. Right now, press. All right, we got that, I think, in line. So that one's done. Don't have a lot of white sticking shut, but we're going to stop for right now because we're going to put another piece behind this. You know there's going to have to be another piece here, so we'll decide what to do on this page next. Okay, now we're going to go with the gingham check. And the reason I didn't just measure one and use it because they're two different sizes, I think. So let's look at that one. Let's give it a little space there so it don't so tight in that flip. All right, we're going to cut it right about there. And we're going to cut it right about here. All right, so I just made my little marks, put my book out of the way, get my beautiful cutter down again. That needs a brand new blade really bad. And I keep forgetting when I go to Hobby Lobby. I'll get one if I have to order it on Amazon. I am finding that I don't like to leave my house much anymore anyway, so most of my ordering is getting done on Amazon, if I can find my stuff. All right, now we're going to cut this angle where there's my mark there. And you will get used to your board too to line up so that you know where that mark falls into the cutting area. I can't tell you my precise idea of it, but that's nice backing for a journal card. We'll use it later. Hope I got the right piece. That's another piece for a journaling card. All right, so let's look at it here. Make sure we got it good. We didn't. Cut it too short. All right. That's twice now I've done that. I don't know how I've done that. But we'll pull the other piece out. So much for the journaling card. And we'll cut it again. It is not the end of the world. There's nothing here I'm cutting that I can't reprint. All right. Hold on, little book. Just sit still. All right. Cut it right on that line this time. See if I do better. Hey, that might have been the piece I was supposed to cut to start with and just cut the wrong side. Cut it the wrong way. All right, that's that one. Okay, and now that we've got that, we've got to cut a little bit off this top. You know what? I can cut that off with my scissors. We're going to leave it right on as well. Yeah, I need to cut it because I want to use that top to line it up. I can line it up this way. I don't want it to go too far in because that pocket's got to glue down. Oh, well, let's just cut it. Just take a second or two. That looks like it's a little crooked, so I'm going to line it up and look. I can't imagine it being crooked but the book could be. You know, you just don't know. But no, it looks like it's about right. Just my eyes not being nice this morning. All right, get out of the way. All right. Get our pretty gingham checking line. I'm going to match it up at that corner, just that corner, and we're good. All right. So let's glue it up. Especially this corner, line those seams. I'm not going to put quite as much glue on it. I might regret that, but I'm going to try to see if I can start slowing down on the glue a little. Don't have to be so heavy-handed with it. But then when I look at it in the light, it doesn't even look like it's glued. So I have to, yeah, there we go. Oh, I got a great light today because it is sprinkling outside. Pretty enough, but it's sprinkling. Okay. Now, let's go right here. This is another thing I like about the Yoo-Hoo. I can take my thumb and just slide a little bit when I first put it down. Gives me time to do some sliding and rearranging a little bit. There we go. We got it on. We got it on. We're seeing a little bit of white back here. So when we do this back, we're probably going to have to put some kind of a tape there. Washi tape. So I'll pick out a design later. We got this one, so we might use this on this bottom edge. We'll see. That's in the future. All right, so now here we are, guys. We're back down to the simple pocket, which is this right here, and we just need to choose one of our designs and something that's going to blend with these flowers. I don't want to come put a rose over there because there's no roses here. So that's another thing I tried to do. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to find something, and I'm not printing anything else, but this one has some of the same type flowers, but we lose so we're not going to get much of the picture, it doesn't look like. So I'm not going to go with that one. It's just too massive. Now, if I had one of the half sheets printed on these, I might do that there. So I'd be better off looking for a tag something. Of course, you could go with another plain design like this, and then just decorate it up with other stuff. You could even go. Oh, that's not the same flower. This is the most time-consuming part right here. Trying to decide what we're going to put on the pocket. Have another bird bath. We might use this whole piece here. I don't want to do that, but I do like the birds, and I might. That's what I'm going to do in this pocket. Okay, I'm going to glue this one kind of middle way. It's kind of an oddball. Okay, look, I'm going to do it like this, where I got my bird and everything. So I'm kind of going to look at it this way. This is going to come over more, so I've got to know that it's got to be longer than that. But I'm going to just get my center part right here. So I'm just going to kind of line it up on here and here. This one and this one. So I'm going to cut those pieces out right there, straight across. And then we'll decide if the length, how much length we need. So let's get this width done. Yeah, I'm going to chop this whole thing up. I just don't want to have to print anymore. That's all. Okay. I do things quite awkward sometimes, don't I? Okay, save that. I might use that on something. I almost can't see my line. There it is. I can see it once I get it down. All right, there that is. All right, let's see how this turned out. That can definitely be used somewhere else. Watch out, lace. All right. Now to get our length. I want most of it coming from the front side, so I only need to cut off about this much right there. Just me right on that edge. One last cut on that pocket, and she's ready to decorate. All right. I'm sorry, guys, I'm a little quiet, but when I concentrate, I do get quiet. You can't imagine me being quiet, probably, but yeah, sometimes I do get quiet. Okay. We're going to glue it right there. Don't matter if it's a little over. That's going to come up like that. It's covered in the black lettering. That's perfect. All right, let's glue this one. This one's ready to go. Put my trusty trash bag over here and grab me a piece of glue paper. Line it back up in this corner. Line it up in that corner, and I want that corner more than I did the top corner. That bottom corner needs to be more perfect than the top because the fact that it's a half a page. And we're a little crooked, and it could be that the paper's crooked, because I did notice my cut was not real nice and straight. Okay, we're going to go with that. As long as it's not interfering with the other pocket, I don't think we got anything to worry about. They're not interfering with each other too badly. Maybe even have to cut a little more strip off. I do see a little piece of hang that I might need to get that I thought was catching right there, but it was a very minute amount. But that was it. That got it. Okay. Now, so pocket number 1 is up. The only thing left now is to glue down the pocket and to cut out the thumb notch. Okay, so you guys know how to do the thumb notch by now, I hope. This one I don't have to do any measuring because I've already got one pre-cut, so there we go. All right, so that's done. Get these corners down. If it's not holding like you want it, you know what you need to do. These are always imperative. Corners and edges are vitally important to be held down. Keep the structure of the book very sound. All right, so that's that. Oh, I chopped out a little bit of the heads. Now, that's what we would have read, but it's not bad. We're not going to argue too bad about that. Not what I would have done. I would have moved this down a little more if I had allowed for that. So that's my area, guys. I apologize. But the gist of it is there. Just a slight inking just to give it a little more of that teal right there. Okay. And now, just put the pocket down. Bead of glue along this edge here. A bead of glue down this edge here for the bottom. Whoops, I came up too far in there. All right, let's press that down and see what we got. We got a pocket. We have a beautiful, lovely flipping pocket. See how pretty it turned out? Now we're just going to make a journaling card eventually for this right here. And I'm not going to do that on camera. I've taught y'all how to make journaling cards. I don't have to continue to show you on camera how to do journaling cards. I will show you the final results of it. Now I am going to do the chore strips across here if space allows, because I like to get everything uniform. So we'll do that last. We're going to get this last pocket right here down, and we've got to decide. We don't have enough of this. We could have gone with that. No, we still want the pocket to go this. We still want the scenery to be up like this. At least I do. And we definitely don't need to change too much of the pattern. We need to kind of stay with the same pattern. The problem is, are we going to be able to find the same flower? We could do a different bird. Guys, that wouldn't be so bad if we come in this edge here and just did that part of the bird bath. Don't give it many flowers, or we could come here and just completely cut off the bird bath. It sure don't give you much there. We could cover it with something. It's not the same flowers, but I'm going to go with it. Do I want to use this pattern? I don't think so. I'm not. Well, yeah, I am. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is carry it down to where I think it needs to go here. I'm going to go mark it right here and cut it and just see where we are. Oh, I hate to cut this one up. Okay. Cut there, and I'm going to cut it right there. So I'm going to save this top part. So I'm going to cut this line first. That's another thing you need to kind of pre-plan when you're cutting. If there's any part of the design you want to save, you need to make sure you're doing your cut, because if I cut this one first, it would cut right down the middle of it. So I'm going to cut it across like this first and save the top part for a journaling card. So there's enough left there for a pretty journaling card. Always in the back of my mind, just so y'all know that all those kind of things are always in the back of my mind, and you will get that. That will happen to you as you get along. I used to watch people's videos and think, how in the world can they stay above all this? But that was how it just comes natural after a while, after you've done it for a while, you know. And how in the world did I do? Oh, let's go this way. Oh, I was like, what did I do wrong? But that's the way it lays. All right, so we got it a little short this way, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going to put some washi tape across that top right there, and a little bit of probably right there. So I'm just going to go with it. I don't feel like worrying about a whole lot, but that really still looks kind of uniform. Well, we got this butterfly. We didn't get another bird, so we're going to glue this one like this. All right, so that's down. That's very lovely. I just want a really thin piece. Give me a second, guys. I got to find a piece of thin washi tape. I'm going to click off for just a second. All right, I found a thin piece. I'm not going in my storage unit. I found a really piece of light pink. It's kind of an iridescent. I'm not sure that's going to match our design, but we'll know in a minute. We are using a lot of pink on this particular page, but it is pretty. So we're going to just line it right across the top of that, right there. And that's going to help us get that even line that we needed. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a little different on this now that I'm doing this. We're going to cut it right here. And to keep a uniform look, I'm going to do a strip at the bottom part like this. Okay, so that gives a uniform look to me. It doesn't make it look strange. All right, so we got that pocket there, and we're going to go punch our thumbnail real quick. All right, and we're going to do our inking across that top. Just a little bit, just to get that white out. Okay, that pocket's ready to go down. We got to definitely go press this book because we're curling. All right, now there is going to be something else down here. So if the tape's not exactly even, it's okay because I'm going to cut another one of the strip tabs like this and put across each half of this. All right, now the side. Do we want one across this bottom? That's my next question. Or is that getting to be too much? I don't think I'm going to, guys. I don't think I'm going to put the tape on the bottom. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. I don't want it on the bottom. But what I am going to do is ink that bottom of this pocket like this. I like that. I don't want to put that more tape on there. I think it's getting to be too much because we don't have a lot of shine in this book. I don't want to get a lot of shine. Okay. Okay, let me straighten these pages out, guys. And this is how I straighten sometimes. It doesn't always work. But when it's curling like this, I kind of do it in the opposite way it's going. And sometimes it'll start straightening it out. But the book's definitely going to have to be pressed. All right, so now we're ready to glue this pocket down. Just down the sides because you're already glued at the bottom because of the way the flip works. So you don't have to glue that bottom piece on. Glue this like this, and you're done. Now all we've got to do is decide what we're going to do on the back half, the back pages. And I'm not so sure that's necessary to do on video, but let me see. We were only a 23-minute video, so we will go ahead, and we'll probably go ahead and put the lace on. Okay? We've got to find something to go on that. And it doesn't need to be, and it can be the same pattern. I had a butterfly pattern in here, which was the other half of that, which would look nice. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, guys, I'm going with this. Easy enough. Well, you could do this bird. You could do that bird. That's kind of pretty too, isn't it? Oh, we'll save this for a journal card. All right, let's go. Matter of fact, it might be a journal card. I'm going with this. I'm looking to see how much we need to add. I can. It's cut a little short. That's the only thing I don't like. It's cut a little short, but we can ink. We're going with that. All right, I'm just going to glue it down as one piece, and then we'll cut the pocket back in half, okay? I think it'd be a whole lot simpler. I don't know, because I've never done a dual pocket like this that flips, so I'm not going to tell you what's simpler yet because I haven't done it. So you're learning right along with me. Well, let's get our page on, and then we can actually split it once we get it done. I make sure it's nice and tight. Piece over there that's really big. Don't like that. I don't know how come that much come off, but we're going to put it right back on top of this glue. We're not going to waste our glue. All right. But that now it's all over my fingers. Good thing I keep wipes handy. All right. Lay you there. I might need you again. Don't go nowhere. Okay. All right. Well, heavens, that went on easier than I thought it was going to do. Okay. So we've got that on. We got a little bit of, y'all know how to use my sleeves of this, my dry napkin. So I don't have a dry napkin. I got a little bit of glue that got off my page onto here. But I've rubbed it off. All right. So now, that's the back side. Unfortunately, this wasn't laying right. So let's get back and lay it right. There we go. Now, everything's down. We're going to go back and look. Now we're going to go back and cut it in half. Let's press down one more time. Make sure we're good and tight. Make sure we're in place. Now we're going to go cut. This is the final step. Cut the same spot. We already had everything. Don't want to cut into the book at all. Okay. Got to cut what straight down. Okay. Terrible is fine because, like I say, we're going to put that little thing there. Okay. I got one little piece right there that doesn't want to cut out. Oh, we got it. Okay. Making sure that little extra piece hanging is not there. Okay. Now we got our flip pocket, guys. This is your flip pocket. We're going to have to go in and make sure everything's glued properly. I have a little tear there, so I'm definitely going to have to put a strip on that. And that's what happens when these books are really brittle. So you need to be aware that sometimes your fingernail goes through them, sometimes your blade goes through them, and sometimes they just tear. Nothing at all will give you any warning on it. All right, so there is that. We'll decorate this up with something else. I don't know what, but there's that. We're going to actually put the page strips here that we like to help with that tear. But there is your flip pocket, and that didn't take that much longer. And really, we have time to do journaling cards, or we can, well, I'm not going to work on lace because you got to see. Let me see if there's any other pocket that we have not done. But there's that flip pocket. So there's your dual flip pocket, one at the top and one at the bottom. And it flips like that. Okay, let's go. You know how to do a straight, but we've done that one. We haven't done this one. It's basically the same, just a little smaller. I'm not going to do it on video. It's easy. That one we've done. The triple we've done. The only thing left is our great big back pocket with our large journaling card, guys. So even though this ended up being a short video, I am going to show you what I did do offline. I'm not going to cheat. I did finish the journaling cards for this one, which was probably our next to the last video, I think. I'm not sure, but there's the journaling cards, and it looks like some of my glue's kind of done. I'm gonna have to go in there and redo. That one glue, but this one didn't, so we're just gonna have to come right here on this straight line here and glue a little bit. Did I glue too far over? In that world, let me make sure. We glued the wrong spot right now. This one's been really stubborn as far as wanting to hold. But we'll try it one more time. But anyway, put my stuff back in so it'll glue where it's supposed to. All right. Anyway, I made the tags for this one. That's what I've done. Not sure how many. I think we've done this one on video. But this was your dual pocket. I got to go back and make the card for this. Now, just done the card pages like I told you. We just added these, and I'm getting ready to go back and add the lace. And we are rounding up this book, guys. Next time you see this book, all these last written pages you won't see anymore. And the last part, we'll be doing the large journal card for the dingle dangle here, and possibly doing some decorating because I've already started lining some stuff up to go on some of the pages that were just inserted, just to give you a little extra. We are getting thick, though. We're not gator mouth yet, but we're getting thick, so we got to start being very careful about what we put in, because if you sell the book, you want it to be where people can add stuff to it. So let's get going, and I will see you again in just a little while. This is Nana Kay saying, have a blessed day. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you're returning, we appreciate you so much. And please, if you have not, like and subscribe. Bye-bye.